What's good, Joe? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles, and you're listening to Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where we always keep it real. Let's get right into it, man. Y'all seen the title. Before I start, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. Share with a friend. Just share with a friend. Now, are the Eagles fans turning on Nick Sirianni? No. No. Look. Sports is all about what have you done for me lately. I don't care that you got to a Super Bowl. I'm talking about right now. And as of right now, the Eagles have won one of their last five, six, even worse. One of their last 6 games. All I've heard is people say, you ain't have that same energy for Nick Sirianni when you were 10-1. Yeah, no duh, because we were 10-1. But when you become the only team in NFL history to go 10-1 and then not win 12 games in the season, that's cause for concern. Like, don't try to act like it's just something that is very small of what the Eagles have done. This is a historic collapse that's going on that we are seeing. It's never happened. It's never been done. Literally has never been done. I'm not exaggerating. It has never been done. When you have guys like Dallas Goedert saying, oh yeah, we're just waiting for the postseason. Once we clinched the playoffs, that was when we were like, you know what? Let's just wait for the postseason time. And then you have Jason Kelsey that's saying, nah, we're just playing bad right now. We're not executing. That means you have, I wouldn't say friction, but not everybody in the locker room is on the same page. And when everybody in the locker room is not on the same page, who does that fall on? The head coach. You got to get everybody on the same page. You got to get everybody together. You have to get the young guys and the old guys to buy in. So when you have young guys saying, yeah, we're just waiting until the playoffs to play our best ball, versus you have veterans who've been there, who done that, who actually won a Super Bowl saying, nah, I'm not trying to hear that BS. We just didn't execute. Something's got to be up with the head coach, right? So this is a historic collapse, number one. Number two, I would rather get off Nick Sirianni early than late. You got to think, right? With this Eagles team, I would rather know, all right, this guy, he isn't the guy that's going to take us to the promised land and then just get off him versus running it back and having back-to-back disappointing seasons under Jalen Hurts with this talented roster they have still, right? So what I'm saying is, if all right, for instance, if you have a girl that you like, but she told you multiple times, or she not even told you, you have a girl that you like, and multiple times she has showed you she not the one. You got to cut bait there. You don't keep trying to convince yourself, oh yeah, she's the one. When you already know, nah, bro, she not a wife, bro. She for the streets. That's Nick Sirianni. Because we know, all right, we know deep down, is he really a Super Bowl winning coach? Come on. Ask yourself that. And Nick Wright brought up a great point. If Nick Sirianni was to get fired by the Eagles, who would hire him as a head coach? Nobody. Mike Vrabel, he's getting a head coaching job. I'm trying to think of who else, but Mike Vrabel comes first to mind as somebody that he'll get a head coaching job and he'll be highly sought after. Nick Sirianni is not going to be highly sought after. That's just not going to happen, bro. And that tells you a lot to be like, well, if nobody else in the league wants this guy, why are we keeping this guy? You feel me? And the worst thing that can happen for the Eagles is that they beat the Bucks and then lose to the 49ers in a close game. Because that's gonna cloud a lot of what happened earlier this season. And we'll accept it. Because we'll be like, well, the expectations coming into the playoffs were so low that we're happy to lose a close game to the 49ers. And then you might bring back a Brian Johnson or a Nick Sirianni. You feel me? Versus, let's say, God forbid, if this does happen, I do feel like the Eagles are in a win-win, right? Let's just say the Bucs beat the Eagles. You got a clean shot. You got a clean shot. Because if the Eagles, with the expectations they had, they end up losing to Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers, you gotta fire the whole staff. You have to. You have to. And yeah, it's gonna hurt, but it'll be like, you gotta do it. Versus if they win, I mean, shoot, we get to the divisional round. But what I'm trying to say is our expectations coming into this season versus coming into the playoffs are drastically different. But we should still have the same expectation we had before this season and hold this team to that standard. Yes. So that's why I'm saying I don't want to see us lose a close game to the 49ers and then have this, false sensation of, well, heck, we played these guys close. No. Our goal was to not only get to the Super Bowl, but win. So losing to the 49ers, a team that we beat last year, yes, without Brock Purdy, but shoot, that's because of our elite pass rush, is a disappointing season. There's nothing you can ever say that is different. So that's what I wanted to say, man. That's the reasons why the Eagles fans shouldn't, be called out for turning on Nick Sirianni when ultimately it's sports. It's sports. When you're doing well, you're praised. When you're not doing well, you get criticized. That's sports. That's literally sports. And the last point I'll say about people that's saying, you ain't have this same energy towards Nick Sirianni. If you're saying that, imagine this, like you saying that Nick Sirianni, y'all ain't have this same energy towards him. That's like somebody, I go to my boys. Analogy. I go to my boys and I'm like, hey, my girlfriend cheated on me. And they're like, well, you weren't saying that before she cheated on you that you want to, get rid of her. Versus like after she cheats on me and I'm like, you know what, guys, I think I'm gonna break up with her. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Then your homie talking about some, well, you ain't say that before she ain't cheat on you. Well, no, duh, stupid. That makes a big difference. And the Eagles having a historic collapse makes a big difference. Flat out does. So let me know what you think down below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. I think that Nick Sirianni's seat is very, very hot. And if we can get a Ben Johnson, pay him that $15 million, Jeffrey Lurie, I'd even get a Mike Vrabel. Make it happen, man. But these guys will hold Hurts accountable and this team accountable. And most importantly, especially Mike Vrabel, will not be yes men to Howie Roseman, who loves to have his hands in the pot of everything. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, share with a friend, share with a friend. Love y'all. Peace.